Building a home that can be classified as eco-friendly means that not only do you need to consider the materials that you're building your home with, but also the waste that you're creating while building your home. Most builders throw away so much wood during the foundation stage of the building, but not me. I'm not letting any of this go to waste because I see value in all of that. Hi, if you're new here, I'm Jackie. I'm building a home on Vancouver Island out of hemp in the most eco-friendly way possible, which means reducing my waste throughout the build and choosing eco-friendly materials such as the Hempcrete, which is a carbon sequestering material. It'll be fireproof, it's non-toxic. It's just what I think is the future in building. But some things I am doing more traditional, such as the traditional crawlspace foundation, which creates a ton of waste during this stage of the building, but not for me because I like to salvage materials. I see a lot of value in scrap wood, so I'm not throwing anything away. All this wood behind me, I have already been able to salvage and to just stack up and pile it and sort it. And that way it's accessible and easy to use when we need an extra scrap piece during the build. And it saves us time that way, which saves money. So that would be a good tip, is I would say, like, sort through your pile as quickly as possible and to get everything kind of organized. Now, all of this wood back here and that stuff over there can be used as blocking throughout the build, which I will actually have quite a bit of blocking in my house. Being a Hempcrete home, I do need a lot of blocking, which I think most houses need a lot of blocking, but I don't know. I've never built a house before, let alone a Hempcrete home. But again, the tip of just like sorting it immediately and having it ready to go kind of by sizes. If you really wanted to be organized, you could go and measure and write the lengths of each piece on here. So if somebody is needing, like, you know, a 60-inch piece, it's in the pile and it's already marked. I did do that at one point, but it does take a lot of time to go through that, so I haven't done it since. My brain has just been going crazy thinking about all the ways that I can reuse this wood, and I have been talking about this all week on the job site. Let's go back 3 days ago when all this waste was being created and hear from that Jackie what she wants to do with this wood. It is the end of day 3 of stripping these footings and building that stuff for the crawl space walls, and it was a lot of work. It was a lot of work stripping those footings. Just waste so much wood. And like, I know there are other ways. My neighbor did ICF. It seemed to have very little waste, but it is made out of styrofoam, and to me a concrete styrofoam sandwich just doesn't seem like something I would ever want to build my house out of. But that being said, the concrete and rebar in this house is also very carbon intensive, and not exactly the most eco-friendly building material either. You know, you gotta kind of pick and choose your battles sometimes. And yes, but to be fair, I actually didn't realize how wasteful this was gonna be, from having to build these footings and then rip them apart, and then sometimes the wood is fine and then other times it's not, plus the wood that you have to cut for the cutouts for different things like the radon piping that we have to suddenly put in that's new to the code, and all these other things. So yes, I'm a little disappointed about all of the waste that is happening. I mean, we are going to be reusing a lot of this wood in different places, so hopefully it won't be as big of waste, but this was a lot of work to strip those footings. I think the construction industry is crazy wasteful, that there's got to be better ways to do this stuff. One thing that I am really excited about is I have all of these over here, like the 1x4s that were used for like the cleats. All of these are literally like a gardener's dream. I have plans to make wood seed trays similar to what Brie does at Blossom and Branch. That's actually where I got the idea from, because she really advocates for plastic-free gardening, and I am like all for that. I freaking hate plastic. So I would like to make some seed starting trays out of this. Hopefully the concrete is going to be okay. Like it all kind of washes off. It's just like the dust. But the way you make these waterproof is you get a blowtorch, and I forget the name. It's like a Japanese technique where you torch it and then it like chars, and then you can put linseed oil in it, and it makes like the wood like waterproof. So this is going to be added to the project list, which is getting pretty big, but you know, we're going to do it. You guys are going to hold me accountable to this. If I do not make these by at least next year, maybe I should have 2 years. No, I think only 1 year. Give me 1 year. If I don't make these by next year, then just come at me in the comments. I am going to keep them. They're all perfectly cut to the exact same size, so they're literally a gardener's dream. I could make potato boxes out of them. I could make wood seed starting trays. I could make other little garden boxes. So yeah, we're gonna reuse those for sure. Let's see what else. So these pieces here, it's funny because when my neighbors were building a house, I dug in their dumpster and I took out pieces of wood to build my garden beds, and that's how what's what I have for my garden beds are from their scrap wood. So I'm gonna have a heck of a lot for that. But the ones that we did like split when we were taking them apart, they're gonna become firewood. So that's unfortunately all I can really do with that. But we are aiming for very low waste. I think 0 waste is pretty unattainable, but hopefully low waste. And I want to make sure that I'm not hoarding too much stuff, so that I am picking out the best of the best. And then I will bring some to the school as well, because the kids love to build forts. They love to, there's like woodworking shops in there. So even like the small little 2x4s are great for little like offcut pieces. They'll get used. There's always ways to reduce your waste if you're willing to go through the effort of trying to find ways to reuse your stuff. This is currently kind of the scrap wood pile that we haven't salvaged. I'm still going to go through there and pull out pieces of wood that I will bring to the school for student projects. So the last resort is then to use it as firewood, which we had a lovely fire last night and made some really nice prawn tacos cooked over that fire. So in my mind, when I can use something for dual purposes, a nice fire to sit around plus a fuel source to cook me food, then it's not considered waste in my opinion. Thanks for watching. And if you're into sustainability, eco-friendly building, permaculture, gardening, all that stuff, please consider subscribing, as I'd love to have you along on this journey.